welcome back to a very special bonus episode of Am I Doing This Wrong? This is one of our side hustle summer episodes, and I'm very excited to have my longtime friend and amazing side hustler, Jamie, here. How are you, Jamie?
Hello. Hi, Morgan. I'm great. Thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Hot in
Good.
California, so that's fun.
Yeah, I know. Hot and sticky in New York. The
Oh,
humidity here is no joke.
it
So I'm
is
with
no joke. Yeah. I know. I was in Maryland a little bit ago and I was like, how do you live like this? Like
you wear
I didn't
your hair up. You wear your
right.
hair up.
I felt like my hair was never clean and it was always frizzy. I was like, I don't know how to do this.
You just wear it up. It's a low
Right.
bun culture over here, I
It's a
guess. At
low
least
bun
in the
culture.
summer.
Well, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, guys, to fill you in, Jamie and I met in college. So, we've known each other a while. I won't give you numbers because we are young at heart. And yeah, Jamie has a job at a tech company,
Yep.
right? We'll say that.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then she also has a really awesome side hustle. So, Jamie, why don't you tell us what that is?
Yeah, thanks, Morgan. So fun to be here, number one. And yes, we've been friends since college, but it's so fun to be friends post college. And we won't say how long because we don't give away our age.
Right.
Yeah, I work in a tech company, kind of in the culture or in the corporate world. But COVID hit and I was bored and
Mhm.
stuck in my New York City apartment and was scared to go outside, candidly, in the very beginning of it all.
Right.
But I kind of started crafting. I think I've always been a crafter. I've done different, I've just been crafty. I would not call myself artsy, but I'd call myself crafty.
Okay.
And anyway, through different, crafts throughout the pandemic. I was doing
Okay.
my numbers. I was doing a bunch of different stuff, but landed on finding polymer clay. Never know. I didn't really know what it was,
Right.
but there's little pieces of clay that you can buy at like any craft store that you can make a bunch of different stuff with. But I started making jewelry, earrings to be more exact, and I kind of just started doing it for fun. I was bored. It was the winter at the time when I
Mhm.
really got into this quarantine project. It was one of many. This
Yeah.
one I landed on doing more frequently and
Yeah.
just started to make earrings, polymer clay earrings. And so now I started making them for friends and family, started to give some away as gifts, and then opened up an Etsy shop. And so that's my side hustle. I like to craft on the weekends and I've landed on polymer clay
Yes.
on
And
Etsy.
they're so cute. And Jamie does like for different seasons or different. Yes. Take a look if you're watching the YouTube video. Yeah, she's showcasing. I'll show mine too. I can't show them because my headphones are on.
You don't want
But
to
here you
poke
guys
your ears.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute. Yes, I'm on neutral palette there. I'm wearing
Uh,
the summer loud neon
yes.
one right now
Yes.
for the season.
So cute. She also did smiley face ones recently. Those were super cute. I
Did.
saw. And your ones for Pride. Those were
I
adorable
did.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Those were
you.
so
Yeah,
cute.
rainbow ones. Yeah, I kind of will just make them really what I want to wear. Like I
Yeah.
haven't made anything that I wouldn't want to wear. It's really how I started. Just like, oh, I would wear this, or let's play around with this. It's almost like, this sounds weird. It's almost like adult Play-Doh. Like you can kind of stretch it and mold
Yeah.
it and like mix different colors. Sometimes they turn brown, like Play-Doh could, but
Right.
you creative and like mixing different colors. And so it really started with just what do I want to make and what would I wear and what would maybe my friends wear, what would maybe like my mom, my aunts wear that might not be what I would wear, but what would they wear? So yeah, I try and keep it fun. Smiley faces for the summer. Pride
Yeah.
ones. I'm working on like a tropical collection right now. So
Oh, you have collections now. This is a big
I
deal.
know this is a big deal. I have not yet. You're right. It is. I'm like,
Right. You're like, it's,
oh,
yeah, I was bored. I'm like, no, it's pretty legit.
oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
it's a big deal. They're
Thank
amazing.
you.
They're super,
This has been
super
fun.
cute. Yeah. So, okay. So we know your side hustle started because of the pandemic and then grew into something that you really like. So, do you have a goal for it now? Like, do you have future thoughts? Do you want to just keep it as an Etsy shop? Is it something you're looking to expand on?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know long term, but I did kind of set a goal for myself this year. I said I just want to do one in-person market. So that's
Oh,
like a farmer's market, or
okay.
they do different like crafting markets. There's a flea market in Manhattan that, sells a bunch of stuff like antiques, but also different crafts. And so
Hmm.
my one goal this year was like, just do one market. So
Yeah.
I didn't do that last year. And I think
Yeah.
with the pandemic, there's
Hmm.
just so much of that going on again. So that's the one goal I have this year. I actually, I haven't reached out to anyone yet, but I did meet
Okay.
someone who, it's a really cute boutique kind of shop in Harlem. That's where I live. And so it's like a gift store and like boutique
Okay.
kind of gift store. And they showcase different artists in the front of their shop. And if they
Hmm.
do really well, they actually invite them to sell their inventory within the shop. So I have their little business card. I'm going to see if I can contact them in the fall. So I'm hoping to do that in the fall, spend my summer kind of making the inventory.
Right.
It doesn't take long to make,
Hmm.
but you make them, it doesn't make a ton. You maybe get
Okay.
like 12 earrings out of it. And think about like each earring is two. So
Right.
like 24 doesn't go that long. And
Hmm.
not all of them come out perfect where I wouldn't want to sell them, at least like not to a stranger. So trying to build up some inventory to do a market. That's at least this goal. Long term, I haven't really thought about it.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
That's a good
just doing
place
it
to start
right now.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of
Yeah.
doing it for fun and try and do a market and meet more people, meet more
Mhm.
like makers in the
Right.
city. There are so many people here. So I have some friends, but I'm from California. So I don't have like close friends, but it'd be really cool to meet and connect with other makers in
Yeah.
the area. And there's so many talented people in New York. Like I don't know who I think I am.
R-
People do like real things. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna craft some earrings. But it is really fun, and it's been fun to see people really like them and wear
Yeah.
them. People are wearing to them like weddings. And I can't believe you're wearing what I made like literally in my apartment to a wedding. That's so
Right.
special. It's really cool. It's really fun.
Oh, that's true. I did bring mine too. Our friend recently got married and I did bring mine to her wedding. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. They're
Honor.
adorable. Yeah.
Honor. Thank you. Thank you.
So is your goal, well, you said you're not quite sure on the long-term goal, but if this really took off, could you see yourself doing this over your current job, your main hustle?
You know, I don't know.
Okay.
What I'm doing right now isn't that lucrative. Like I
Mm,
couldn't quit today and be
sure.
like, I'm gonna do this full time. But you never know the way things take off. I've yet to go viral.
Okay.
Like the hardest part for me is the social media part.
Oh,
Um,
that's a good point.
I don't like that part as much. I like the using of the hands, and so the social media part is where I almost get like creative block. Like,
Hmm.
like okay, I've made it all, and now I have to post about it. Like I already did the work. But I can definitely see, depending on how it goes, like maybe opening up my own website for it, like getting off
Oh,
of Etsy and just
yeah.
having a own shop, maybe selling other things. I've kind of been thinking about what else could I make or could I sell,
Okay.
um, whether with the clay or with other kind of crafts.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I'd like to head it, like maybe
Yeah.
do more home decor, like not just earrings, but like other
Yeah.
things you could make.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know if I'll ever do it like long, or not long term, but because I think I'll always do it, but I don't know if I'll ever stop what I'm doing for this. I don't want it to
Okay.
turn into a job
Right. You
where I'm
enjoy it now.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoy it now, and I don't want to
Right.
be like, oh, I have to go and do this. Because
Right.
I really am doing it for me, and it's just nice that other people like it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. Ask me again in a couple of years. It's only
Right.
been one. I
That's
really only had
true.
the shop open for a year. Yeah.
Oh
So
my gosh. It feels longer
yeah,
than a year. I
it
feel
does.
like you've
It
had so
really
many
does.
different
Yeah.
designs. Like I see you posting so much, which you're good at the social media. Don't doubt yourself because
Thank you.
I
I
feel that
try.
too.
I
Yeah, we
really
try
try,
with
but
the
it's
podcast to post. I'm
hard.
like, we already made the
Yeah,
podcast. Now
I
we have to
do
do
it.
this. Yeah.
I don't know if you're seeing like some of the trends on TikTok or Reels, but there's like a voice that's trending right now. I don't know if I can say this. I don't know if it's like copyrighted, but it's like I'm posting about this because I have to make content because I have a business. If I don't make content, no one's gonna buy my
Oh,
product. So I have to do this. So I'm doing. I'm like, that is how I feel. It's like
right.
do everything else and then you got to post about it. But
Hmm. Yeah. It's
That
part of the game
glad
now.
they were allowed. I know,
Yeah.
it's part of the game. I
Yeah.
know. We did not have this in school, Morgan.
I
Not to date,
know.
though,
We,
but it was
yeah.
not the same.
It was
Not
not
the
the
same.
same. We are like the last generation that knows what it is like to live without that. So it's
Yeah,
interesting. We're
I
definitely
know.
like that in between. Ryan and I talk about that a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so social media, do you have any other ways that you promote your side hustle? Do you do anything else, or is it just mainly like
Just,
Instagram?
just mainly Instagram. Yeah.
Okay.
My handle is Earrings by Jamie Noelle. It's my middle name, Jamie Noelle. I tried to do TikTok as well, but I was just like overwhelmed. I was like, I cannot do both. So
Sure.
really just promoting it on Instagram. What I've been
Okay.
doing to my orders is I give extra business cards. I've had some friends and friends of friends say, oh my gosh, I wore them. People loved them. Like, do you have business cards that I can give them? So for those who I know who have asked that, I'll put in a couple business cards and just word of mouth. But I'm now starting to get purchases from people I don't know and
Okay.
people I can't trace back to someone else.
Oh,
It's really
okay.
cool. So I'm like, how are they finding me? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, just Instagram and then my Etsy.
Right.
Different people favoriting your shop. I've explored or I've thought about exploring Etsy ads. I am
Okay.
in the ad space, so I have some familiarity of that in my day job. So I was like, oh, I could totally run my own Etsy campaign. But I haven't done that just yet. I don't have the inventory yet. Once I make them, they kind of go quickly. So I need to
Right.
spend the summer making a bunch so that I have the inventory, in market, but also maybe for some online sales. So we'll see. I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh, nice. That's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, oh, have you got custom order requests?
I have, yes.
Okay.
I only take bulk order requests only because
Okay.
it's so hard to. You can make just one, but it is kind of a time-consuming process. But I've done a couple bachelorette parties where girls are like, "Hey, I have a certain theme. Can you make them all one color? Or can you make them all like a tie-dye or some sort of mix of colors to go with my theme?" So I actually did that for my own bachelorette party. Use that for
Right.
some media posts, and then I've gotten a couple orders on that. So bachelorette parties and bridal parties. So
Okay.
I am totally willing to do bulk orders, but I haven't done like just one earring for one person. But I
Right.
am open to doing like, hey, do you need 10? Do you need 15? Let me know.
Right.
And kind of sky's the limit. Whatever you see, whatever you like, either in what I've done or what you've seen other people do, can definitely do that. And those ones are really fun because we get to kind of custom make it and talk about like, what do you want? What do you want it to look like? What are people's styles? Do you want them all the same? Do you want them sort of mismatched? So
Right.
it's been fun. Yeah, it's been fun.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
cool. Have you ever run into someone requesting something that you can't make? Like, have you ever run out of stock of maybe a color or some
Yeah.
of the accessories that are needed to make the earrings?
Yeah. So that's kind of the reason why I don't do custom orders on a small scale. I had a friend of a friend of a friend say, "Oh, I loved the earrings. Can you make it in this particular color?" And so I said, "Yes, let me see what I can do." I had shared them to her and she was like, "No, that's not really right." Or, "No, that's not really right." And I was like, I'm putting in a lot of work for one earring. Like, I'd
Right.
be happy to do this at scale if it's for some sort of event or like gift order. By the way, I've done custom holiday gifts.
Mm,
A friend of mine wanted to give like just all the girlfriends in her life a bunch of earrings. So like, yes, I have. And that was one of the reasons why, okay, this is a lot of work for one. So I don't really do that anymore, but I have ran out of different supplies. So whether you order them online or you like walk into the craft store to pick it up. But I've
hmm.
been trying to order from more small businesses as well. Other
Oh,
makers
sure.
who happen to now make supplies for earring creation. The clay is hard to find. I haven't found like a local business that sells the clay.
Okay.
And there was a clay shortage. So like many
Oh,
other things, it was
right.
hard to find certain colors that you wanted. So I had to get a little creative there.
Yeah.
But like yes and yes to both of your questions. But you kind of just work through it on the
Right.
creative front. Like, what else can I make? Or what else do I have? or okay, I wanted to make 10, I can't make 10, I can only make 4. So just doing
Right.
like smaller collections. But yeah, I'm leaning to doing some of the custom orders at a large scale so that it's
Right.
worth both times. You can get everything you want, and I could make a bunch at once and not spend so much time on just like 2.
Right.
So yeah,
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 no, that makes sense. And so, I mean, I think that's a good thing for people who are probably doing similar things.
yeah.
So, my next question was going to be, what advice would you give someone who would want to start a side hustle? So, do you have
Yeah.
anything else that you would share aside from that?
Yeah. So I was definitely not looking to start a side hustle. I will say that. So just explore what you're good at or what you like to do. Find something that maybe your day job isn't fulfilling and see how you can just do that for fun and then maybe turn that into a side hustle. But for me, the advice I would give is just try and keep it fun. I've definitely I stressed myself out over the holiday season this past season
Oh,
because I was like, I want to make so many holiday earrings, like Christmas earrings and, Santa earrings and these earrings. And I was like, why am I doing all of this for people who may or not buy it? So like,
yeah.
do what you want for you. And like, if there's a niche for it, like people will be interested in it. But for me, I've realized like, I'm just going to make what I want to make rather than making what I think people want to buy.
Yeah.
Because what ended up turning out, not as many people bought all these Christmas ones I made. I still have some in here. Like,
Oh, really?
I'll sell them again this Christmas. But
Right.
make what you want rather than what you think people will want. I mean, maybe there comes a point where I change my mind on that. But I guess just protect your own boundaries too. And that kind of goes with that. Like, do what you want, protect your time, protect your space. For me, I need to be in a creative space. So I've had to say like no to plans because I want to build earrings. And I was almost like shy to say that. Like, no, I don't want to go out with you because I want to stay at home and craft. But now I'm much more confident saying like, no, not going to go do that. Like I'd rather go and spend my time this way, regardless of if I'm selling something or not. So that's been a hard adjustment too. But I think at least for me, like quarantine has helped with that. Just
Right.
reflect, no, don't want to see you.
Right.
Need my alone time for another day. But now when I have free time, like I would rather spend my time doing this and like going out, or I still like to do that on occasion, but protect your boundaries and just be true to yourself, be true to what you want to do. And I think your close friends and family will recognize and realize that. And those who don't, like maybe they weren't your real friends. So
No.
I don't know. I bet you have the same experience too, like in doing this and wanting to like set time aside to do this. And it takes up time.
It
So you
does.
really have
Yeah.
to dedicate, like, no, I want to spend my time doing this. But it was nervous to like make that jump for sure.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Because you already have your day job and then you're like, where's my free time? But like you started this because you were passionate about it, right? Like,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that you said, like, do it for you, do the things that you
Yes.
thought up. Like,
Yeah.
if whether it's a creative medium or whatever, you thought of it because of something you wanted to do. So take
Exactly.
that and put that out there because if
Yeah.
you start out trying to please people, then you're just going to get lost in the mix. You're going to lose
Exactly.
your passion for it and
Exactly.
it just might not turn out the way you want. And it might still not
Exactly.
turn out the way you want, but at least you did it on your own terms.
Exactly. You stuck to yourself.
Right. Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
so
Now
yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, we threw in another question. I know this wasn't on there, but Ryan and I were just talking about
Okay.
this. So,
Yeah.
since the podcast is called Am I Doing This Wrong? Are
Okay.
you doing this wrong? Is there anything that you would tell Jamie a year ago? Like, hey, girl, you should have done this.
That is such a good question. I like actually have chills on
Oh,
that question mark. I like you. No, I don't. I don't think I'm doing this wrong. Are there other ways or improved ways to do it? Like, yeah, of course. But I don't think looking back a year ago, like I didn't think I'd get this far. I had no plans to like sell any of this. So I don't think I'm doing this wrong, but I will say I say I'm doing this wrong a lot. When I'm making them, I'm like, this did
yeah.
not turn out the way I want. Like for whatever you see posted, there are double that were not posted.
Right.
I burned some. Like I had to really adjust the oven temperatures. There's like a whole process. It's almost like a science experiment. you like make it all, you cut it all like cookie cutters almost, but you bake it.
Right.
And so I had a hard time in the beginning adjusting like what's not hot enough, what's not long enough. And so many times I said, I don't think I'm doing this right. I am doing this wrong. I burned these, or, you know, they're not firm enough. They crumble. But like in the grand scale of things, like, no, I don't think I am.
Yay. Good. Well, the earrings are beautiful and you guys should definitely check out Jamie. So where can people find you, Jamie? I know you said it, but let's remind them.
Yeah, I'll say it again. You can find me on Instagram, Earrings by Jamie Noelle. And you can shop for my earrings on Etsy, Earrings Jamie Noelle.
Yes. Well, we will, of course, link everything Jamie in the show notes for you guys. If you want to check her out, go buy some earrings. They're so cute. She does different ones for different seasons. So check out her Etsy shop. And yeah, thank you so much, Jamie, for being here today.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another bonus episode for our Side Hustle Summer. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Check us out on YouTube for the visual conversation. Check out Jamie on Instagram and check us out at Wrong the Podcast. And we will see you next time. All right. Bye.